What's going on, guys? Welcome to Everything Always. My name's Michael Roman. Now, here at Everything Always, it's our custom to cover a wide variety of sources and plot leaks, especially those plot leaks which come from anonymous sources like 4chan. And in the past, they always come with the normal spoiler warning and the reminder to take things that don't come from Marvel Studios with a grain of salt. In today's case, you probably don't need either. While there are some strong elements that could make for an awesome Spider-Man 3, there are some others that rather just sound like complete fan fiction. We're still going to break this one down as it's making its way around the internet, differentiate between those facts which I think could happen in Spider-Man 3, and you probably won't need me to point out what sounds ridiculous, as well as, of course, issue the normal spoiler warning. But first, if you could grab the subscribe button, we're giving away 2 PlayStation 4 Pros, as well as a whole slew of other Marvel-related stuff, including this insane 1/4 scale XM Studios Beta Ray Bill and our 3rd Infinity Saga box set. If you want to be entered to win, all you have to do, hit the subscribe button, then hit the notification bell, leave a like and a comment on this video, and if you want, stick around to the end of the video. We'll get into all the giveaway stuff again there. So first things first, to the normal spoiler warning, as we always say, remember to take anything that doesn't come directly from Marvel Studios with a grain of salt, but in the past, it's these anonymous leaks that have ended up becoming the most true. In today's case, I don't think there's any worry of that, but if this is in any way going to ruin your Spider-Man 3 experience, if any element of this plot leak comes true, well then you've been warned, and let's dive right in. Now, unlike most that have come before it, especially this year, there is absolutely zero disclaimer or explainer from whomever posted this as to why they would know what's going on in Spider-Man 3. So let's just jump right in, and I'm definitely going to get busy debunking this as we go. The working title is Spider-Man Home Run. Peter is attacked by Scorpion in his apartment, the two fight, and eventually Peter catches him on fire and flees. Aunt May is fine, but Ned is seriously injured after getting thrown across the room as Scorpion busted in, prompting Spider-Man to leave New York. Unfortunately, this just sounds a lot like what happens during that Spider-Man animated Into the Spider-Verse film. Secretary Ross hires the world's best bounty hunter, Kraven, to stop Spider-Man. Kraven tracks Spider-Man as he makes his way across the country before trapping him in Chicago, which he's transformed with his own devices and traps. Transformed, huh? The whole city? Chicago, huh? After running through a city full of traps, yep, you just mentioned that, Happy Hogan rescues Peter and they flee to Nebraska. Nebraska, of all places, thinking nobody can find them there. Peter ditches his cell phone so he can't be tracked. Ross has captured Aunt May, MJ, and injured Ned. Why MJ now? Ross broadcasts a message nationwide, giving Peter 36 hours to turn himself in, or he'll drop nuclear bombs on New York and Los Angeles. Wait, what? Secretary Ross is just threatening to drop bombs on major cities because he can't find Spider-Man? That in and of itself doesn't make any sense, and even though they go to explain that in just a couple of more bullet points on this plot leak, literally that makes no sense. And someone in the comments on one of these posts made sure to point out that while there's actually some precedent for it, it was the council during the Battle of New York in Avengers 1 that was so eager to nuke the city. Yeah, but that was a totally different situation. There was an actual active alien invasion. They were going to nuke the city to destroy the aliens, not because they couldn't find one person in Spider-Man. That just doesn't make any sense. Now, the next bullet point in this plot leak says that the military, probably feeling the same way, infiltrates Ross's headquarters, but they are slaughtered by his newly created Spider Slayers. Kraven and Scorpion ambush Peter and Happy as they approach New York City. Happy gets shot in the stomach, and just before he dies, his plane blows up, killing Scorpion as well. Peter attacks Ross and figures out that he's not actually Ross, but Mysterio disguising as Ross using his drones. Peter finds the corpse of the real Thunderbolt Ross. Beck betrays Kraven, forcing Kraven and Spidey to work together in the 3rd act. Wait, what? They face an army of Spider Slayers. The Slayers aren't real, it's just them getting projected by drones who are circulating around the nation, demolishing buildings including the Empire State Building, the Chinese Theater, the White House, and leveling small towns. Now, the idea of Spider-Man and Kraven working together in the first film that they meet, or that the idea that Mysterio would be in this one again as the main villain, just pretending to be Ross and using drones, that just sounds like a rehashing of the second Spider-Man movie as far as Mysterio is concerned, and I don't believe they're going to set about killing characters like Scorpion and Thunderbolt Ross. Look, it's very obvious that they're leading to the Sinister Six. We've got almost all of the major players, save a couple of the ones that would put the team together, like a Norman Osborn and or a Dr. Octavius, and in light of that, it's hard to believe believe that they'd go about killing Scorpion, Michael Mando's character, as soon as they bring him back into the fold. Now, he did just tease that he would be a part of the Spider-Man with a couple of social media posts, so it could be that he's in part of the film, but it doesn't mean that they're going to kill him off. And the same goes for Thunderbolt Ross. All of this setup that's seemingly coming in Black Widow to set up not only the Thunderbolts, but his transformation into the Red Hulk, and then you're just going to kill him off in a Spider-Man movie. Typically, he has not been a part of the Spider-Man franchise, so to speak. That would be an awkward place for him to show up, and an even more awkward place for him to die, especially at the hands of Mysterio, unless that corpse itself is a fake. And like I said, there are a couple of elements in here that sort of do make sense. The introduction of Kraven hunting Spider-Man, but it's the other details that just don't really play into what we already know is coming in Marvel Phase 4. Let's wrap this thing up. It goes on to say that Nick Fury pages Captain Marvel. She arrives to help destroy the drones wreaking havoc across America. Wait, Nick Fury's in this film too? Just not until the third act, and when he finally shows up, he pages Captain Marvel just like Infinity War, and then she shows up and cleans up all the machines just like Endgame? Okay, bro. Peter and Kraven prevent the atom bombs from launching. Kraven dies from his injuries from fighting the Spider Slayers. Peter rescues his friends and Beck escapes. Captain Marvel helps clear Spider-Man's name. Mid-credit scene features Vulture and Morbius contacting Mysterio about a team they're building. Post-credit scene shows Doctor Strange re-enter New York through a portal, and he's shocked at all of the destruction. Probably as shocked as all of us are at how bad and fan fiction this plot leak was. Now, like I said, there are a couple of elements in here that make sense, and Michael Mando himself has teased his return. We will get Scorpion in the next film. We've also covered a ton of leaks, a lot more legit, and from sources that are a lot more legit than this. Let's say Kraven will be showing up in the next Spider-Man film as well, and that does make sense. He's going to be on the run as a fugitive. If someone wanted to hire someone like Kraven to hunt him down, but Nebraska, of all places, we know from where they'll be on set shooting for Spider-Man 3. That includes a couple of locations. Atlanta's one of them. Greenland is another. If you guys know anything about the countryside in Greenland, there's going to be a ton of snow and it's going to be heavily wooded. Now, of course, Nebraska in the winter, there could be a ton of snow, but I don't think anybody would mistake Nebraska for Greenland. And I have a sneaking suspicion I know where this is going to be, and it's not going to be anywhere on the continental United States, as Peter is going to be on the run and want to go international. And the same plays for all of those members of the Sinister Six. They're not going to kill off major members, especially if they plan including Scorpion in the upcoming Sinister Six when there finally is one. And it wouldn't be Vulture and Scorpion approaching Mysterio. Rather, they're going to introduce either Norman Osborn or Dr. Octopus that'll put together the team to more mirror what goes on in the original comics. Maybe neither of them will find a place on the team again. It's unlikely that it's Scorpion that's going to head the entire thing. Guys, let me know all your thoughts down below. If you agree with me that while there are some elements here that could play, the majority of this just sounds like fan fiction, and doesn't it feel good to be back in plot leak season, sort of the way it was during Avengers Endgame, where we got this ridiculousness to break down. It sort of made me feel nostalgic and left me wanting for those times where the fervor just gets so hot that even the lamest of the writers in the world will take their hand at forging a fan fiction and throwing it out there anonymously for channels like me to debunk as we go along. Guys, let me know all your thoughts down in the comments below, and quickly, let's get into the giveaway stuff before I let you go. We're still giving away 2 PlayStation 4 Pros, the next of which is at the 700,000 subscriber mark. Now, a lot of you have asked, we will switch over to the PlayStation 5 once they're released, but with the delays to technology this year and the limits in pre-orders, we won't be giving those away till we have them in hand. So in lieu of that, we're still sticking with the PlayStation 4 Pro, the next of which is at 700,000 subscribers. If you want to be entered to win, all you have to do, hit the subscribe button, then hit the notification bell with notifications turned on, leave a like and a comment on this video, and that'll automatically enter you to win all the rest of the prizes here at the channel, like this insane 1/4 scale XM Studios Beta Ray Bill. Now, at 1/4 scale, this is in no way an action figure. At almost a full 3 feet tall, 30 inches, this is an immaculately sculpted museum quality limited edition statue of, well, Beta Ray Bill, as well as our 3rd Infinity Saga box set here at the channel. Now, if you guys know anything about these, they were limited in pre-order to 4,000 last year, and as soon as they sold out again during pre-order, they absolutely shot up exponentially on the secondary market. Now, we got our hands on a 3rd and final one to give away here at the channel, and we're going to do so during the holiday season. If you want to be entered to win the XM Studios Beta Ray Bill, the Infinity Saga box sets, the PlayStations, or any of the other prizes we announce here at the channel, all the same rules will always apply. hit the subscribe button, notification bell with notifications turned on, leave a like and a comment on this video, and because it's truly random, the more videos you like and comment on, the better chance you have of winning. All winners will be announced at the end of videos the same way we're doing here, and if you've missed any of the previous winner announcements, no worries. All you have to do, scroll back through the channel, look for the winner announcement and the sub count in the title, click on that video and scroll to the end. My name's Michael Roman, this is Everything Always. Guys, thanks so much for checking out the channel and stick around, we'll be posting again real soon.